Hello everybody, my name is Abdul and I am delighted to present this tutorial on behalf of Pilates for Wellbeing. In today's tutorial, I am going to take you through a couple of spinal extension exercises, namely single leg kick and double leg kick. So let's get started with single leg kick. So we are going to get started lying prone, that is on the stomach. Palms are on top of each other. The forehead is resting on the top back portion of the top palm. So we'll start with some preps and then build up to the single leg kick exercise. We're going to bring the feet together, squeeze the inner thigh towards each other, gently press the pubic bone and the hip bone into the mat to maintain that neutral spine. Shoulders are relaxed, rib cage is pressing into the mat. Now from here, take one deep inhale and an equally deep exhale. Now on the next inhale, tuck the toes to lift your knee and the leg off the mat. Once you are able to do this successfully, lower the leg down, pointing the toes. Now the next thing we are going to do is to see if we can lift both the leg and knee off the mat and hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, lower. Once again, lift both the legs off the mat without losing that neutral spine or changing anything in your upper body. So it's an isolation exercise. And exhale, lower. Inhale. Nothing moves in the pelvis. It's just your lower limb and the knee lifting off the mat. Exhale, lower everything down. Now the left leg is pressing into the mat. Pick the right leg off the mat, maybe a couple of inches. And now think about knee flexion to take the right heel towards the right sit bone. With your inhale, exhale, now take the right heel away from the right sit bones. Once more, inhale. Now take the right heel towards the right sit bone only to the point where you don't feel any movement in your pelvis or you don't lose your neutral spine. Exhale, take the right heel away from the right sit bone and then lower that right leg down. Now we are going to do the same thing with the left leg. Pick the left leg a couple of inches off the mat. Take the left heel towards the left sit bone. Exhale, take the left heel away from the left sit bone. The kneecap remains off the mat all the time. The pelvis remains in neutral. And exhale, take it away. Now, from here, pick the right leg off the mat. Take the right heel towards the right sit bone. Now lower the right leg down and immediately pick the left leg up. Take the left heel towards the left sit bone. Lower the left leg down. Take the right heel towards the right sit bone. Lower the right leg down. Left heel towards the left sit bone. Now, once we are able to do this, we are going to increase the number of kicks of each leg. Now pick the right leg up. Take the right heel towards the sit bone. Once, twice. Then lower the right leg down. Pick the left leg up, kick once, twice, lower the left leg down. Pick the right leg up, once, twice, lower the right leg down. Pick the left leg up, once, twice, lower the left leg down. Now, an important thing here is when we are kicking, we are not going to use the momentum and do something like this kick, kick or kick, kick. So, think about squeezing instead of kicking. So the best way to understand what that kick needs to do is to just place a ball between just above your knee and then try to squeeze the ball twice. 1, 2 and then switch. So you will understand what this movement needs to do when you're kicking the legs. Now once you have understood that, now we are going to move a little more on this movement. So now we are going to pick both the legs up, bend the right knee, take the right heel towards the sit bone and then kick, thinking knee flexion twice. 1, 2 and immediately switch the legs in the air with the left leg. 1, 2. Switch, inhale, 1, 2, switch, inhale, 1, 2. Now exhale, 1, 2, switch, exhale, 1, 2, inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2, inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2, lower everything down. When you're kicking, there should be no movement in your pelvis. Everything needs to stay still. Now once you have mastered the movement with the lower body, we are going to add the upper body to the exercise. So we are going to prop the upper body on the elbows. So forearm is pressing into the mat. The shoulder is directly above the elbow. you can make a fist with your hands and then take the belly in and up to support the lower back. So your hip bone should be pressing into the mat, your head is in line with the spine, and you're reaching forward through the crown of the head and reaching back from your toes. Now in case you find some sort of pinch in your lower back in this position, you can take the elbows forward, or you can open the elbows wide and bring the knuckles together. So for today's tutorial, I am going to use this position wherein the elbows are wide and the knuckles are together, and I am way lifted off my breastbone, reaching towards the wall in front of me. Now maintaining the upper body still, pelvis in neutral spine, I am going to pick the right leg up, take the right heel towards the sit bone and then kick twice, 1, 2. Now switch the legs in the air, kick 1, 2. The kneecap is lifted off the mat all the while. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2. Now inhale 1, 2, hold that, inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2. One more time, inhale 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2. Lower the feet down, lower the head down, sit back, take a child's pose. Good, and now come back to sitting. So this is one way of building to single leg kick. Once we have done the single leg kick, the next progression to this exercise is double leg kick. So in double leg kick also, we are going to get started lying prone. You can, to begin with, let's do some prep exercises. So palms are on top of each other, the forehead is resting on the back palm of the top palm, pelvis and hip bone are gently pressing into the mat to keep them in neutral. Feet is together, knees is together. If it bothers you, you can open the feet hip width apart, but eventually you will have to get them together. Now from here, take one deep inhale and an equally deep exhale. Now we'll walk the lower body. So the first thing we are going to do is to see if we can pick both the legs off the mat, couple of inches, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, lower that leg down. Once more, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, lower that leg down. Once we are able to do this successfully, the next thing we are going to do is lift both the legs off the mat, bend the knee, so the kneecap is off the mat, and take both the heel towards the corresponding sit bones and then take the heel away from the corresponding sit bones, keeping the leg floating off the mat. Couple of times more. Inhale and exhale. One more and exhale. Now once we are able to do this, maintaining the integrity of the body, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to increase the frequency of the kicks. So as I mentioned in the single leg exercise, it's not kick, it is squeeze, and if you want to understand the difference, just place a ball above the knee and squeeze it. That will tell you what you need to do when you're kicking the heel towards the sit bone. Now take an inhale, lift both the legs off, bend the knee, and 3 subtle kicks. 1, 2, 3, exhale, reach the leg behind you, keep it hovering over the mat. Couple of times more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, straighten muscularly. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, straighten muscularly, and then lower the leg down. One thing that could go wrong is, just to get range, you may start popping your hips off the mat. So it may happen something like this: 1, 2, 3. So we may want to be conscious about it. So it's not about the range, it is more about keeping everything stable and then trying to take the heel towards the sit bone. Once we have done the lower body, the next thing we are going to do is understand what needs to happen in the upper body. So you can come on to the right cheek, place both the hands palm on top of each other, as high up back on your ribs as possible, and see if you can melt the elbows into the mat. Now one important thing here is we are not going to compromise on the position of the hand on the back as high up as possible, just to get the elbows down on the mat. In case you don't have the range and you're not able to get the elbows down on the mat, it is absolutely fine. We can keep working towards it. Now keep the palms on the back as high up as possible. Good. Now take an inhale, exhale out fully. On the next inhale, lift both the elbows up, lift the head off the mat, get the head in the center, use your triceps, start floating the upper body up, and then start straightening the arms behind you, taking the palms up and above your hips. Exhale, lower to the left cheek, bend the elbow, place the hands high up on your back, exhale out fully, inhale, bend the elbows, use your triceps, start lifting the upper body up, get the head in the center, palms stay on top of each other, turn to the right cheek and then lower the cheek down. Now one thing that could go wrong here is when we are trying to lift, we start shortening the neck like this just to get some range. So we need to be conscious about it. And the second thing that we need to be conscious about it is when we are straightening the arms, we are not going to bend the wrist or take the palms away from each other. So we stay in this position. Now in case you don't have the range and you are not able to place the palms on top of each other, you can hold a strap between the hands, with the hands, to just get that feeling of the palms staying on top of each other, or you can do that exercise by placing the hands by the side of your hips, something like this. So the hands are by the side of your hips, start lifting the head up, chin up, chest up. As you start lifting the triceps up to lift your upper body up, exhale, lower everything down. Now once we have got comfortable with the movements that need to happen in the upper body for this exercise, we are going to combine both the movements. So we are going to place the hands as high up on the back as possible. The right cheek is on the mat. The elbows may or may not be melting into the mat. Take an inhale, exhale out fully. On the next inhale, hover the legs off the mat couple of inches, bend the knee, 3 subtle kicks, 1, 2, 3. At the end of the kick, start lifting the elbow up, start lifting the triceps up, and then simultaneously straighten the arms and legs behind you to open the chest, open the collarbone, turn to the left cheek, lower the cheek down, bend the knee, bend the elbow, 3 subtle kicks, 1, 2, 3, reach with the hands and legs, lift, turn, lower the cheek, bend, kick, 1, 2, 3, straighten, reach, lift, lift more, keep lifting the hands up and above, then turn to the other cheek, lower the cheek down, 3 subtle kicks, 1, 2, 3, hands and leg, reach behind, chest lifts, turn, lower, place the hands and 3 subtle kicks and reach, lift, turn, lower. Place the hands by the side of the body, sit back towards your heel and then take a child's pose. And exhale out fully and then sit back on the heel. So this is a progression of a single leg kick into a double leg kick. Thank you.